Namo Amitabha Buddha. Hello everyone. So in this video, I'd like to address to a comment I've received. So someone asked, can I help others to seek rebirth to the Pure Land? So there are two aspects in this question. First, be very clear that there is no agent between Amitabha Buddha and the person who wants to seek rebirth. So if someone wants to seek rebirth to the Pure Land, the person himself has to actually be mindful of Amitabha Buddha. It doesn't work if, say, I practice Nianfo, I recite the name of Amitabha Buddha, hoping that the other person can seek rebirth to the Pure Land, but the other person is not mindful of Amitabha Buddha. Then in that case, the person cannot seek rebirth. So for anyone who wants to seek rebirth to the Pure Land, the person who wants this actually has to be mindful of Amitabha Buddha himself, especially at the time of exit, at the time of near death. The person who wants to seek rebirth, one has to be mindful of Amitabha Buddha. So know that there is no agent between Amitabha Buddha and the recipient that Amitabha Buddha is going to receive to the Pure Land. If someone says, I can help you seek rebirth to the Pure Land, you don't need to Nianfo, I just Nianfo, this does not work. This is wrong. Okay, but on the other hand, one can help others to seek rebirth to the Pure Land by assisting Nianfo at the time of near death. So there are a lot of services in China that provide assisting Nianfo for people who want to seek rebirth to the Pure Land. So the purpose of assisting Nianfo is actually to remind the person to remember to be mindful of Amitabha Buddha. For some people who maybe have not practiced so much in their lives, they are a bit worried if they can actually be mindful of Amitabha Buddha at the time of near death, then they might want this service so other people can be there to assist Nianfo, so then it can help them to remember to be mindful of Amitabha Buddha at the time of near death, then the person can seek rebirth. So the purpose of assisting Nianfo is purely to remind the other person to also be mindful of Amitabha Buddha. So if you are accompanying a family member or a friend who is maybe very sick at the time of near death in a hospital or somewhere, then what you can do if you want to help them to seek rebirth is to tell them about Amitabha Buddha, tell them about the Pure Land. If they already practice Nianfo before, they know about Amitabha Buddha, they know about the Pure Land, and they want to seek rebirth, then all you need to do is just to Nianfo together with them. However, if this person has never in his life heard of Amitabha Buddha nor the Pure Land, then what you need to do is really to tell him about Amitabha Buddha, tell him about the Pure Land in simple language. So for instance, you can say there is a Buddha called Amitabha and there is a Pure Land called Western Pure Land of Ultimate Bliss. And Amitabha Buddha vowed to deliver us to the Pure Land if we just recite his name repeatedly. Do you believe it or not? If he says yes, then there is the faith and vow, and all you need to do is just to start Nianfo with him. And you can also place a Nianfo machine next to him so he could hear the name of Amitabha Buddha all the time. And if he can Nianfo, then he will be able to see Amitabha Buddha and he will be able to seek rebirth to the Pure Land. If he can't say anything, then you still just Nianfo with him and tell him to believe in his heart, to also Nianfo in his heart, in his mind. If he is unconscious, then you still tell him about Amitabha Buddha, tell him about the Pure Land, tell him to believe in it, and then to also Nianfo. So sometimes when people are unconscious, they might still be able to know what's going on. So we must try our best to help them to seek rebirth, especially if they are at the time of near death. Then you really have to try your best to tell them about the message of Amitabha Buddha and the Pure Land. It's not a time for you to worry about whether they might believe or not believe. So their own karma and Amitabha Buddha's great vows will take care of that. But your job and your obligation is really to tell them about Amitabha Buddha, tell them about the Pure Land, tell them to seek rebirth and to Nianfo. And also we can seek rebirth at the time of near death. We don't need to wait till the battle period, which is after death. So there are some people who seek rebirth in the battle period, but it's not necessary. We can just seek rebirth at the time of near death if we are mindful of Amitabha Buddha, like what the sutras tell us. So the battle period is really like the backup plan, and we don't really need to wait to seek rebirth after we die. We seek rebirth before we die. Even before the last breath, we will be able to see Amitabha Buddha, and we will be able to go to the Pure Land without pain. So our daily practices also serves as a foundation to help us cultivate the habit of being mindful of Amitabha Buddha no matter what happens. And with deep faith, vow, and practice, one can seek rebirth to the Pure Land. So for people with really good practice, they should know in advance their time of rebirth. They don't need to wait till their near death to know the time. They will be able to know, and sometimes even much more advanced. For people with really good practice and cultivation, some people might know even 30 years earlier, or 3 years, half a year, it's all possible. So if you have very good practice, then you will be able to know the time of rebirth in advance. And also you will not need anyone to be there to assist you into Nianfo, because you can do it yourself. You are confident, you know exactly when Amitabha Buddha will come and receive you. But you can invite others to come and Nianfo just to be your witness, to help others to deepen their faith in Amitabha Buddha, like we have seen in a lot of rebirth cases. And this should really be the endeavor of all our Nianfo practitioners. This is really what we should try to achieve in this life. And in our daily practice, we can transfer the merit of our practice to other people, hoping that they can also seek rebirth to the Pure Land. They will still obtain 1/7 of the benefit of our practice, but still, for anyone to seek rebirth to the Pure Land, one has to be mindful of Amitabha Buddha. So I hope this video helps, and may we all obtain rebirth to Amitabha Buddha's Pure Land. Namo Amitabha Buddha. Namo Amituofo.